Before I show you what I'm about to show you, I should preface that I have zero regrets.
Come on, cuties. Come on. Come on. Come on. Follow Mom. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good job. Good job. Come on. This way, Woods. Come on, Walker. Come on. Does that sand feel nice and cool? Come on. Yeah, good job. Come this way now. No pulling. Come on. This way. Come on. This way. Good job. This way. This way. Good job. Come on. Good job. Follow Mom. Follow Mom. Good job. Come on. Go this way. There you go. Okay. Good job. Follow Mommy, Woods. Follow Mommy, Walker.
These two goatee boys are so, come here, Walker, so unbelievably adorable. They are getting so heavy. I have been working with these boys every day for a little bit of time, trying to teach them to walk on a lead. Is there a reason I need them to walk on a lead? Not really. I want them to be able to walk on the lead kind of for just my own reasons, and that is, so if I need to get 5 goatees from one place to another place, all of them know how to walk on the lead. I taught Brooke how to walk on a lead, and I can go trail walking with her in our woods. Come back. You're gonna explore for a minute? She'll trail walk with me in the woods. I'm still working with Cove and Meadow in order to be able to do that. And so right from getting the boys, I have been working with them. I didn't when we got Meadow and Cove because it was really cold the week that we got them. And so the boys are a work in progress. Woods is the loudest goat we have ever heard in our entire life. He is some cute, but boy, he has a volume level like nothing else. And he is not used to being on the lead, and neither is Walker, but they're getting there. And every day we're making a little bit more progress. The first week or two that we had them on the lead, they would not step forward an inch. And now you can see they're following me a little bit, but it's kind of like zigzagged and not really following me. But we're getting there. We're working on it. And they're both coming to me. They're definitely much more bonded with me than Cove and Meadow were when we first got them. And they absolutely love each other. The boys are bonded for sure. They became besties. They have a little bromance going on, which is awesome because they're going to spend their entire lives together. So I'm really happy that they have, you know, grown to love each other. It was literally an overnight love connection, which I think is really fun. I think they look so cute together because they're contrasting colors and they both have blue eyes. So all my boys have blue eyes. Come here, Walker. Come here. Right? You guys are so cute. Yeah, we're gonna go play? Okay. 15 minutes on the lead in the mornings, and then they get to go play for the day. There. Come on, follow Mom. Good job. That's better. Good job. Couple more. Couple more. Good job. Nice work, boys. Okay, we're gonna turn around and go the other way. My problem is, not really a problem because they're so fun to work with, but my problem is they're not entirely super food motivated. When Brookie was little, I would be able to kind of control the situation a little bit by offering her some of her favorite treats. But the boys just want to be together and follow each other. And so they're a little less concerned if I have actual like food in my pocket or food in my hand for them. They just don't want to follow me just because I have food. So it's been a little bit more of a process working with them, but honestly, it's like the best 15, 20 minutes of my day being out here with the boys. I'm sure you've realized from watching some of our videos, absolutely how much having the goats on our homestead, I call them my goaties, having my goaties on the homestead have just added so much joy and happiness to the farm. We have a pretty joyous and happy farm, but honestly, they're so much fun. They do the funniest things. They all have their own personalities. They're absolutely so loving, and each one of them has really bonded with me so much that it's just such an enjoyable time every time I go out and spend time with them. And because I have the luxury of working for myself here on our homestead, obviously running our business and doing things, I have little breaks throughout the day that I can come out and just hang with the goaties. My favorite times. I love to just lay in on a blanket in the goat enclosure and then just like see what they all do, which is super fun. I really love it. The girls are really coming along. They're getting so big, and the goatee boys are going to transition and be in with the girls in hopefully a little less than 2 weeks. Right now, I'm waiting for their anti-breeding aprons to show up so that they can actually be out with the girls, because it is very difficult to have them sort of like bleeding for each other through the fence lines. And I want them to be able to have some playtimes together. I just think it's just nice for them to all be a herd and like hang out together, but they can't do that without a chaperone because there's some love affairs that will go on, and I don't want that early. I want the girls to breed at the exact right time. I don't want any accidental pregnancies too early. I want to give the girls plenty of time to grow themselves up and be really healthy doelings before they turn into does. So I have some breeding aprons coming for the boys, just waiting for them to arrive. And then I'm going to show you them getting to go in with the girls. I think it's going to be so adorable. I have 1,000,001 things to do today. So I'm going to bring you along with me while I get a whole ton accomplished. I wanted to show you just sort of what I've been doing in the mornings with the boys. I'm covered in goat hair now. Oh my gosh. And yeah, we're going to go along on the journey today. Those of you who are asking about the barn, don't worry, it will be all done for winter. We're waiting for a couple extra pieces of plywood so we can finish up the roof, and then we'll be back at building the barn. I think you can see how much love and care goes into every order. Not only am I making the products for you and actually being able to like go get and source and create all of the inventory and ingredients that need to be used for our products, like infusing oils and doing essential oils and all kinds of things. There's literally a massive list of work that goes into every single bar of soap or every single tallow cream or every candle or every lip balm. Sewing, there's so much to be done behind the scenes, and I think it'll be really interesting to show you guys just how much work really goes into everything. This week I'm focusing on packaging. Obviously we had quite a few orders on our website, which I'm so unbelievably thankful for. I can't even tell you, especially when our channel's been having some troubles. I really just honestly appreciate the support of anything that you guys purchase on our site. It's just a really good way for me to be able to give you something that not only you're doing to support our family, but also you get something in return rather than asking for donations or super thanks or something. So I think it's just a really nice way for people to be able to support everything that we're working really hard to do. I've been working on packaging, so getting all of our boxes built and labels on and all that for the next rounds of orders that come in, because we've been packaging up orders that have already came through so that they can ship out in the next 24 hours or so, which is very exciting. And then of course, having all of our soaps and all of our products curing in the meantime for any future orders that come on our site, because you guys literally sold us out of everything that we had made, minus like a handful of things. And so we have a lot of stuff that's been curing. Good thing I have already been making along the way, so that every week we have more products that are cured and ready to go, because I could not have expected so many of you to order on our first launch. I want to show you a new soap that I was working on yesterday. It is not cured yet, so the color will change just a little bit, but I wanted to work on something that was like English garden lavender kind of idea. We're growing some English lavender here on our property, and I just wanted something that just had a very mild lavender scent, but still looked kind of like green and pretty. Again, we're using all natural and eco materials, so unlike having, you know, synthetic coloring and dyes, a lot of the coloring that you see on our soaps isn't as bright as some of the fake, you know, ingredient type soaps that you can see on the market, where the colors are like super vibrant. Well, that's because they're not natural. So pretty excited to have made green on this one. It is sort of like a faint tealy green. It turned out so pretty, and the lavender smells so good. These ones are so unbelievably pretty. They're a little sticky still because they're just curing. We have a whole ton of these made, but the lavender on top is just absolutely so delicious. You can see we have lots of soaps curing. I also made some more of these really pretty pink French clay ones that you guys really liked with the rose petals on top, and working on some just really fun little samplers. These ones aren't totally done yet. Haven't done the edges on these ones yet. And more of our Atlantic Tide. You guys have literally sold me out of those on the website. I put a few more up this morning. And just our regular goat milk soap artesian bars. I'm still partial. I'm not sure if I like the artesian style with the tops like this, or if I like just our straight bars. These are just, honestly, they're so nice to use. And although it's the same ingredients, I kind of just like a traditional bar. Got in a ton more of our dish soap bars because you guys have literally sold us out. So we have a whole bunch more come in, and I've been working on making a whole ton more of our dish soap bars. So a whole bunch more of those are curing right now. And we are just about to fill up all of these into tallow, whipped tallow and tallow balm, because you guys went crazy on the website for those. So I'm pretty excited about those. So it's so nice to get our next rounds of jars in. So I'm just working on labeling those. There's nothing in these ones yet. You can see that they're empty, but we do have some, obviously. You guys left me with 3 left, which is unbelievable. Probably tell it's super hot and sticky in here today. So we have a dehumidifier going. We have, you know, been letting a lot of airflow through because we are working with some scents, and when it is unbelievably hot like this, it's almost so hard to concentrate. We don't get a lot of really humid days like this, but our weather here in Nova Scotia has been kind of like up and down, really dry, no rain at all. And then all of a sudden it got really sticky. So I think that there's just like no right temperature today to be working in here. Yeah, I'm very excited. So I'm literally spending the whole day today just working on packaging, and orders that were already placed are going out, like I mentioned, in the next 24 hours. It was just so like heartwarming to see how many of you went to our website. If you do want to order something from us, you can know that every single element, right from the packaging, creating the product, designing the product, putting the recipes together, testing and doing all of that, and then obviously putting everything together, is literally done every single step of the way by the 4 of us, which I think is just makes it so much more special when you receive an order from us, that you know that right from building the boxes and printing the labels and doing everything comes right from us. I think it just makes it so much more meaningful than buying something at like a corporate store or something. But I'm so excited about all of this. Oh, YouTube family. You know what, when you work so hard on something for a very long time behind the scenes, and then you finally launch, it's just a feeling that I can't even explain. So I'm hoping that showing you all of this is sort of just at the startup here. I know a lot of you maybe don't want to see a lot of videos about us running our business, and that's okay, you don't have to. But because we just launched this, I think it's really important to be able to show you that some of the things you've seen us working on over the past couple of years have led us to being able to do this. And this is something that we've really wanted to do, and we've been working really hard to be able to do. And I just hope that our journey, and starting with like the tiniest little budget you can imagine to start a startup business, and like borrowing some of our first equipment, and you know, buying a secondhand fridge and doing things like that, can show you that you don't have to have a lot of money to start your dream business project, or even just to start doing something in addition to make extra revenue for your family. I do realize that not everyone has a platform that they can sell on. And I am hoping that we can get a lot of organic sales as well, not just through our YouTube family. Obviously, building a large audience of customers here in Canada is super important because we're a Canadian business, and with, you know, all the different talks on shipping between Canada and US, it's going to be really valuable for us to be able to have a large number of people wanting to support our business right here in Canada. But that doesn't mean that we can't also enjoy the benefits of having our YouTube family wanting to support what we're working on. It certainly has helped us to be able to launch our business. We've been able to get just a couple small things to already be able to upgrade. Like I mentioned, a crock pot and our little stovetop burners and some extra mixers and a few other things that we need to really get us going and make this a little more seamless and to return some of the things we've borrowed. But the point of showing you all of these things is not just to generate sales. Obviously, that is a plus. If you see something you're interested in and you'd like to support us by going to our website, that's great. But the point of me sharing what we're working on is to hopefully inspire you, because everyone can do something that they're dreaming of. If you're wanting to open a small business, there is maybe a way that we can kind of like converse between you and I can kind of help give you some pointers on how to do that. So if there's something that you're interested in talking to me about, just to like maybe give you just a little outside of the box look on how you can start something you're working on, then feel free to reach out to me, or maybe we can do that in a live video and I can kind of answer some of your questions. Because this isn't the only business startup that I've tried, and some of them do really well and some of them don't. This is something that I have been for 10 plus years waiting to be able to launch. And, you know, it takes so long to get to the point of being able to do that, but not every startup is going to take as long as, you know, what I've done here. I didn't have the facility space. I didn't have what I needed for ingredients. I had to raise up some things on my farm. I had to be able to locally source a lot of things that maybe weed can't provide. For example, our beef suet for our tallow is locally sourced. Henry and Nora are never going to be tallow. And so there are some things that we're outsourcing, and it takes a lot of time to be able to do that. But here we are, and we've done it, and it's not been without a lot of, you know, blood, sweat, and tears along the way. So thank you for everyone who has supported what we're doing. We are launching several new products this week coming. As soon as these first rounds of orders are out, I will have some time to take our next rounds of photos for some of our new products that are launching this week. I'm not going to tell you what those are yet. You'll have to wait and see. But again, things we've made right here on our farm, which I think is absolutely the most exciting thing ever. We got some really exciting news this week that I'm really excited to share with you about, you know, specifically things that we're doing for our business that are going to be really great opportunities for us. And overall, it's just been like a really successful first week launch. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's just a quick one for you today. We have an absolutely crazy busy next 24 hours getting out all of our orders for this. Chase and Dayton obviously have work. Chase works out of the house. Kids have school. It's kind of my Sunday reset day when I do my cooking for the week and get a whole bunch of stuff done. So that's what I'm working on today. But I didn't want to miss you on this weekend. I didn't want to miss you this weekend on a Sunday. So I love you, and I will see you on the next one.